Hi, Best Buds. It's Cathy with Cathy's Garden. I'm so happy that you've joined me today. Today, we're going to make vintage pocket tags. But first, let's have our shout out to Georgia, Betty, Teresa, Elizabeth, Sherry, Esty Marie Arts, Cheryl, Hilda, and Steph. I appreciate each and every one of you. All right, you guys, what I have here is I have taken a piece of cardstock and I have put book page on this side. I think that's German, I'm not sure. And on this side, I put some coffee dyed paper. Now let's go ahead and let's round the corners right here. I have made three more of these. I have sewn mine so that you can see what it looks like. I've made them two different sizes. This we're going to make the larger size just because it's easier for you to see. I have a smaller size. Now I actually made two of those. One's sewn, one's not. This one we're not going to sew. I have one that is sewn. That way you can compare the two. So I am going to ink this up very quickly. This is the vintage photo. And I'm just going to do this very quickly. All right, all done. Now, what I have here is a butterfly, and this butterfly I got from My Porch Prints. Now look, this was what I was talking about in my last video. She puts her name on here, so there's no question I know who these butterflies are from, because I have butterflies from lots and lots of people, but I know exactly, I can tell you that these are My Porch Print butterflies. I'm using this one right here. Use that one right there. Okay. So I've got that all cut out and ready to go. I have a piece of eyelash yarn right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the end on the back side. Did I ink that? I think I better just ink that very, very quickly. I'm not sure if I did or not. I can't remember. I might have while I was prepping for this video. I'm going to hold it here on the back side. I'm actually going to add just a tiny, tiny little bit of glue just to hold it for me, and I'm going to wrap it. So I'm going to wrap it around like this, and I'm just going to do it twice, and then I'm going to add just a little bit more glue, and I'm going to get that in place there, and I'm going to trim it right off. So now we look like this. I should get my little card. Here we are. It looks like this. All right, that's an awful lot up there. So I'm just going to trim this. And I'm going to just kind of trim it here and there. I'm not going to cut it straight off because I don't want it to be really that kind of a haircut. I just don't think that we need all that right there. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to leave these here. I just don't want these up here. And you'll see why in just a few minutes. All right, so we've got that trimmed. Now, I have a button that I have added some thread to. So I'm going to take this button and I'm going to, let's move that out of the way. I'm going to actually put a little bit of glue right in the middle, and then I'm going to push these together. I want these to be more together, the two little pieces of eyelash yarn. And then I'm going to add some glue onto the back of my button, and I'm going to just add it right on top. So now we look just like this. How cute, right? So cute already. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I have two strips of lace right here. And I'm going to lay the white one on top up here like this. Just one moment, I have to cough. All right. I hope that did it. All right. So I'm going to lay this, and this is about, I don't know, maybe this card, I should have told you that. This card is 6 inches by 3.5. And I'm going to lay this piece about at the 3-inch mark, just like that. And I have another one that's in a pink color, and I'm going to place it right here. So I want them to overlap a little bit, something like that. So now I'm just going to hold it in place. I'm going to pull it back, and I'm just going to add some glue to my card and then lay it back down so it gets stuck exactly where I want it to be. I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to lift the pink up, and I'm going to apply some more glue. And I'm using hot glue because it's instant for me on this video. You can use fabric tack, that works perfectly. So the reason why I use hot glue is because it's instant for me, and it doesn't get all, well, I get kind of gluey, but it doesn't get all wet, and then I have trouble showing you what I want to show you. All right, so now we look like this. And what I want to do now is I want to trim just a little bit. I'm not trimming right up against it. I'm kind of leaving a little bit just for kind of that tattered look, because this is kind of a vintage style or a vintage look. So now I'm going to keep those because they're nice pieces. It looks now something like this, and on the back side it's looking like this. See how I did not trim it right real close. Now what I want to do is I want to attach a little decorative piece right up here. I'm not going to punch a hole in it. I just like how that looks. And this piece is, oh, let's see, it's about 2 inches by about 1, a little shy of 1. And I'm going to place this right in the middle. So I'm going to add some of my Tombow glue, and got that Tombow glue on there, and I'm going to make sure that I've got the way I want it, the side I want to be on the front. So now we look just like this. Okay, moving right along. We have our butterfly here. Now, I have some labels. I don't know which one's going to fit. Now, these labels, I'm sorry, but I cannot pronounce her name. It's Annie, Scrap Annie, but I'm not even going to try. That is where I got these beautiful labels from, okay? Now, these are pockets. You see that? They go, you can put things in here just like that, but it needs a little something, something, right? So that's where our butterfly comes in. Look how beautiful that looks with the butterfly on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just attach my butterfly on the outside wings, both sides, the outside wings, and I'm just going to place it just like this. Now, I have placed it above the white lace. See how it's above the white lace? So some of the book page shows, and then you get down into the lace. Now, I am going to tack the inside, but I'm first going to, I'm going to fold this, place a little page in here, and I'm going to, okay, I need something harder. Just a second. All right, so now I have a piece of cardstock. I'm going to put this inside because when I put my glue on the underside of this butterfly, my lace, you know, lace has some holes in it. I don't want it to glue my pocket shut, so I'm going to use this card to help me not glue my pocket shut. So I'm going to add my glue right on the underneath side of the bottom of the wings, and I'm going to place that down, and then I'm going to make sure that I can still move everything around, and still it's not going to get stuck. Nothing's stuck in there. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a label. Now this is a Tracy Fox label, and I'm just going to add my glue, and I'm just going to place it right down here at the bottom. Now for the finishing touch, I have my labels, and I'm going to see why we trimmed the little eyelash yarn because it would have gotten caught on our items that we're going to put in our pockets. But isn't that beautiful? I need a bigger piece, don't I? Okay, so I don't know if I have one. But here's one that is sewn, and here's one that is not sewn. They are both beautiful, right guys? They're both beautiful, but there is a difference. And then that's, you can see, either way, I love them both. Now, here's the smaller version. Whoops. So here's the one that's sewn, and here's the one that's not sewn. They're different butterflies, but you do get the idea. So that's how we look. Oh, you guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, I invite you to subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.